did, I went back. What I did, I went back. I couldn't remember anything. Couldn't remember a thing. Whoops. Okay. I'm here. No, the video cut me off. So I think they give you a time limit. I didn't know that. So next time I'll try and time it better so that doesn't happen. So sorry. Okay, so on this month, this is February. I don't like this page. I don't like sweethearts, or those sweethearts or whatever, conversation hearts. I never really liked that whole, I just don't like it. I'm covering this up. That's got to go. The rest of this is really pretty. It's just all illustrated, and I just love that look. I don't know, there's like a style of this, like a designer somewhere that, like, somebody does this style. I can't remember who, but that's what it reminds me of, and it's really cute. Why do I want to say Jones Design Company? That's what this makes me think of. Ooh, this is cute too. That could be like frame that or something. Okay. I don't know if anybody's seen. So let's see what October looks like. Shut up. I love that. It's not Halloween, but it's like fall. Okay, November. Think fall. Very cute. And then December 2018. Aw, Holly. All right, so this will be my 2018 planner. That's that. Okay, so here's Mama. This is Mama. Okay, so I bought this cover about a month and a half, 2 months ago. I'd wanted a cover because I wanted to utilize pockets. Hold on, I need to make space on my table. I had bought the cover just because I kept seeing planner videos and everybody had these fancy pockets. Hold on, I need to make space because Mama's big. Alright. Everybody had cute pockets and stuff and we're decorating them, and this is not decorated normally how I had it, initially, but whatever. And so I was like, I want pockets too. I want to make the front of my planner look really cute, and you really couldn't do that here unless you made your own, and I just wasn't trying to make that happen. So I bought a deluxe happy planner cover. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I bought one. This was also one of my planner meetup giveaways that I got. I think we got the 3-pack. So I changed this up for the summer, but this is actually the Happy Planner Peony Planner. Charmel made this for me. This is when she showed me that all I needed to do to make a planner cover was fold over the paper, fold it in half, punch the holes, and snap that joker in. I can't begin to tell you what I was doing before. And when my daughter saw Charmel do this, she was like, Mommy, you know what? You made it too complicated. I said, I sure did. Let me see if I have to show you. I have it right here. So let me just tell you what I did, okay? I took, can I loosen this up? I had taken 2 sheets of scrapbook paper, glued them down, folded them in half, measured how big I wanted my pockets to be, okay? Measured a strip of paper, sandwiched that in between these 2 folds in here, and decorated the rest with washi tape, okay? Because I was being anal. I didn't want the inside of my pockets to not have, like, somebody's going to actually see inside the pocket, right? No, they're not. I was like, I don't want to be able to look in there and see any white space. Girl, a mess. it took us like 20 to like 30 minutes to make our pockets, me and my daughter. I think I almost had her in tears. I was like, no, you got to measure it like this. And she just was like, oh, mommy, this is too much. Charmel came in, folded that joker in half, folded it up and down, punched it, and that was it. I was so over myself. So there's that. Okay. So this is pretty much the peony planner. Again, my friend Crystal sent this to me. I think this was last year for my birthday. She surprised me with it when they came out with their new planners. I think, when do they usually come out with their new happy planners? I think it's usually like maybe like February or March. I can't remember. But anyway, she sent this to me, and I don't know what I did with my cover. It's probably in my desk drawer with the rest of my old planners. But I'm gonna flip through my monthly spreads. I don't know if you can really see. I'm trying to fit it all in there. But this is how I usually set them up. I usually will take the paper from Planner Society and just cover the notes because I don't really use the notes. I just like it for decoration. My weekends are usually busy doing Etsy orders and working on projects or getting ready for photo shoots. So this is what this space is usually used for. And I always decorate my corners. Tend to decorate the corners here. I tend to decorate this corner. I tend to washi over the lines in the middle. I do not necessarily always fill in my days with information. I may write notes. I may write down what I need to do that day. I don't really have a rhyme and reason for what goes on the page, but I definitely have a style when it comes to decorating. And isn't that what's really more important? Okay. So, I used to want to have this broken up by, like, I think it was originally set up like morning, afternoon, and evening. And I think I kind of followed that in the beginning. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And at some point I switched it up because I didn't like when I shared my, layouts. I didn't like having some of my personal information, like how much I paid on a bill or whatever, and like having that in there. So then I ended up buying the budget binder, which I used to keep in here, and I've decided not to keep it in here because it's bugging me. I just want this to be Etsy and blogging, and that's it. So I've transitioned away from putting personal things in here, or things for my day job. So I work a regular 9 to 5, and then I run my Etsy shop, and I have a blog, and I do stuff on social media. And so those other things have to be in here, because I use my lunch hour sometime, or sometime free time, downtime at work to tackle Etsy things or blog things or social media stuff and answer emails. So that's why this is like my main planner, because during the day at work, I'm usually using an online system that we have to track our tasks, or I actually have a recollection spiral bound, one of the large planners on my desk to track those things too. So this is just kind of how I didn't do much in February, so that just was like a seriously quiet month for me. So this is where I get excited, because this is where I started using my Planner Society products in a more creative way, because I loved what people were doing with their traveler's notebooks, like making dividers and being more decorative with it. So this is what I started doing, and this is just part of my being creative and wanting to use up a lot of that paper from the Planner Society. But March always reminds me of St. Patrick's Day, so everything was green until after St. Patrick's Day. So this definitely was I think I showed that paper set before, that paper pack I got before. It was the February pack. So everything is usually a month behind. So whatever month the paper is shipped to you is the previous month's paper pack. I hope I'm making sense. But anyway, it's only going to matter if you actually subscribe to her box kits or whatever. But this was March. And then we had April. I went to San Diego for a work conference in April, and I swear to God, that was like, I never traveled alone by myself. I wasn't alone because I met up with coworkers because it was a work conference. But I take that back. I did travel alone one other time when I was doing Bash, but this was for work, and this was so different because like with Bash, I met up with some of the party girls and then went to the hotel. But like for San Diego, I had to be there alone by myself for like a day because all my coworkers were coming later, and I was doing like this boot camp thing. And honestly, it was just an experience to go off without my husband or my kids, be alone in a city I've never been to before on the other side of the country by myself, and then just enjoy some peace and quiet. So April this year was like a very special month. I consider myself a risk taker, but I think since I become a wife and a mother, my life isn't about me, so I'm less apt to take risks and do things without my husband or my kids. I'm not afraid to admit that, but April was like a special month for me because I did something alone, so to speak. So this is April. This is my layout for April. Ooh, so if you're ever in San Diego, go to the Broken Yoke Cafe in the gas lamp district? It's like the gas lamp district or something. But they got good food. They have some good food. So here's where you can see I was trying to create like a divider. Oh, doggone, my battery is low now. I'm going to have to hurry up and get through this. Okay, probably like on 20% or something. So this is some of the acetate paper that was in the kit for that month. And I tried to and I don't know why I didn't make it like the same size with this was supposed to be like one of the dividers for this week. I don't know why I didn't make it bigger. Don't ask me what I was trying to do there. But some of this, so what I do is when I see her sneak peeks, I've stopped doing it because I don't want to keep spending the money. And plus I started subscribing to her washi tape society. I would go to Michael's and buy coordinating washi tape in the colors of the kits that she was shipping out to match. But you can see I use these journaling cards to write down thoughts from the week. I did that a lot through this month. I don't normally this month page, I try to write on it. I try to fill it out just for memory keeping purposes, but it's not like one of those things that I do all the time. I just thought this was pretty enough as it was, so I didn't decorate the monthly tab. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about these papers that she sent for this month. When I saw the papers and the sneak peeks that she was giving, I was like, I don't really like those. I'm not happy with them, but when I got them and I started putting them down, I thought they were really pretty, especially this. And so like here you can see I did like a little fussy cutting and cut out some of the designs there. I think I had a bad week this week. So this You Got This reminds me of something that happened that week that ticked me off. So, and this reminds me, no, this is when it happened. So I was reminding myself to enjoy today. This was the week something happened and it really ticked me off. So, okay, so this is June. So this is the last month. And, okay, San Diego is a beautiful city. I fell in love with that city, and I don't go to many places, so I have nothing really to compare it to other than maybe New York, because I practically grew up in New York City. But San Diego, like everything that I imagined California would be was in San Diego. The trees, I mean, I was just taken away, and I was like in the city part. I can only imagine what California is like in more of the, I don't know if they have rural areas or whatever in California. I don't know, maybe by like the ocean side. I don't know. But I caught the sunset. I caught it on camera, and I didn't realize I caught it on camera until I was flipping through my pictures. But I'm going to put that in. I do have another happy planner. That's the Be Bright, Be Happy, Be You that I'm doing as my memory keeping journal. Everything's stuffed in there. I haven't really laid out anything. So I caught a picture of the sunset, and someone told me you will never see a sunset like that, and it's really pretty. So I hope that you get to see that while you're there, because you will absolutely love it. But this is my monthly divider for June, and it was just plain, and it said, I hope you feel beautiful today. So I added a Planner Society girl and those stickers from the Tropic Life, the big sticker die cuts, and then this is just a scrap of paper from Planner Society. So the washi tape here and this washi tape is Planner Society. These die cuts are Planner Society. I think this came from a washi roll. I don't know where I got that washi roll from. This is Happy Planner's little clip thingy. This is Tropical Life. This is Planner Society. So this is a product backing here. And this is a shaker card that came with the kit for that month. And this is just a little card backer, and I just made it into a tag, put that in there. This layout is a combination of the Tropical Life. This is the Paradise, is it Paradise Crush. So this paper pack is gorgeous. So I used some of these papers in my traveler's notebook that I showed in the first video, and some throughout my spread for June. Here's another shaker card, and I did some journaling there. I have to remind myself that my journaling should really be about what I did for my Etsy shop and my blog. But it doesn't really matter. I'm the only one looking at it, but I'm trying to stay consistent. Oh, and what I should mention is whenever I look at her papers, in the die cuts that she has, I try and organize them by theme. So earlier, like I showed you the die cuts, I usually work from that. So this is my system, like how it works in my head. I'll separate her die cuts into like themes. So she'll like have planner notebooks. She had picnic baskets. She had fruit. She had lemonade. So I break that up into weeks, and that's what I usually use to focus my design on for my weekly layout. Hope that makes sense. This is a journaling. This is just like one of the little squares from that paper pack from the Hot Buy pack, I think it's called Fandango. And this was one of the acetate sheets that came in the kit. So she has her little planner girls there. Okay, so another thing that I was trying to incorporate last month was time tracking. And so, Happy Planner has these daily inserts that you can put in, and I was trying to do things that I wanted to do for the week of, and like figure out what my days were, like what I was doing for the day, and trying to take notes on how to stay more focused and consistent. And look, Comey Day, that's funny that I actually wrote that down in there. But I just got busy, and like this following week was busy, so I didn't have time to necessarily track all that I was doing. And then I see that I started adding back in stuff to do at home. I put that in there because I did not start on my personal planner, which I showed earlier, where I had the Webster's Pages notebook. that went out the window. I tried to bullet journal to some extent by adding a little chart for social media, and I didn't keep up with that because I can just tell I was just busy this week, and so I just didn't have time to do all those things. What was this, Mother's Day? It was Father's Day. Okay. So this is the beginning of summer. School is out. Trying to keep everything together. There are bills in here. Oh, this was our project we did on Thursday at the planner meetup in Falls Church. How I did not know that you could do this is beyond me. Like, I felt like a fool. I'm like, all you have to do is take the Post-its and just stick it onto a divider. How come I didn't think about that? So, yeah. Here's another one of those pockets, but this time I followed through with what Charmel was telling me to do and folded it over, punched the holes, and stuck my stuff in. This is Charmel's little doohickey. She gave me that. And I have some vellum just for decoration. Here's another journaling card. Did I write anything on it? I did. I added some of the tropical life things here. And this is the week I was on vacation. I was talking about this earlier. I'm going to have to finish up because my battery is low. I did not necessarily, I had my layouts done. And let me preface this by saying, when the paper came in, I actually did the whole month of June because I loved everything and I wanted it done. So the layouts were done. I just hadn't written anything in there. So I usually will washi tape it, glue down my papers, and put any stickers in my normal spaces. And then as I go along throughout the week and what I need to do, I'll start adding stickers or writing notes or whatever. But because I was on vacation and I did not do any of that, every day I kind of came in here and wrote down on my sticky note, and I ran out of these, and I actually gave away some to the girls from the planner meetup. I just wrote down what I did, but I'm going to go back and add some more stickers and journal about what I loved about being on vacation that week. And so that is it. I haven't done July. I just have notes. That's it. I haven't decorated or anything, so I'll do that in some downtime this week and get to it, and I'll add my new Planner Society stuff there, and that'll be it. So that's pretty much, and I have to take this whole chunk of the year out and stow it away. So I have some extra covers and some rings, and or discs or whatever they're called, and I'll set those into my drawer. I have a drawer with my old planners. Oh, and I wanted to show you this. I made this. It's those bobbin things. You can get them from the sewing section and wrap your washi around it. So this is my summer washi that I keep with me. And then whatever comes from the Planner Society will just stay in my pouch. And that's about it. That's all I have for now. Thank you for playing with me and spending time with me, and I feel so much better. I'm not in a bad mood anymore. I'm going to go sit down and drink some tea and watch Game of Thrones again. Good night. I don't even know how to turn this off. Okay.